So slides are visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So today I am repeating again from the starting. That is, we will discuss today the kidney function test. Is it okay? Slides is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Now you
sir.
can see I changed the slide. I changed the slide. Is it visible?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Slide you are seeing. First one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right. Visible, right?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so today I'm repeating again. You can write some also while my teaching, right? You write some notes also, right? While teaching. Okay. So today we'll discuss this kidney function test. Yesterday we have finished the liver function test. So the kidney function test, as you know, these are the biochemical investigations, just like liver function test. These are biochemical investigations. Just a minute. Okay. So these are biochemical investigations to assess the capacity of kidney to perform its functions. Okay. To perform its function means just like liver function test, the definition of kidney functions test is like this. So these are the series of biochemical tests to assess the capacity of kidney to carry out any of the functions it performs. Okay. Now, it is visible. I change the slide.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, coming to the classifications of different kidney function tests. These are the four category of kidney function tests, like glomerular function tests. Okay. Then all the clearance tests are coming under this glomerular function test. All the clearance tests, right? All the clearance tests are coming under this glomerular function tests, like inulin clearance test, okay, creatinine clearance test, and urea clearance tests. All the clearance tests are coming under this glomerular function tests. Okay. Now, next category of kidney function test is the tubular function. Okay, tubular function test. That tubule, you know, that whether that tubules of the kidneys are functions normal or not, like that distal convoluted tubule, proximal convoluted tubule, right? PCT, DCT. Okay, so ascending limb of loop of all these tubules are functioning properly or not. To test that, we can conduct some tests like urine concentration or dilution test or urine acidification. So these are coming under this tubular function test. So to assess the functioning of the, we can conduct this test, concentration test or urine acidification tests. Okay. Now, coming to the third category of kidney function test is the or serum. Okay. Analysis of blood or serum. So this category you can do urea, okay, serum, creatinine, protein, and electrolyte. Estimation of blood urea, serum, creatinine, or estimation of protein or any electrolyte in the blood or serum. This also gives some clue regarding the functioning of the kidney. Okay, by estimating these parameters like urea, creatinine, protein, electrolyte, because these molecules have certain linkage with the functioning of the kidney. Okay, this is urea, creatinine, protein, electrolyte. They have certain linkage. That's why estimation of this type of biomolecules, you can say, in the blood or serum, can give you certain clues regarding the proper functioning of the kidney. Okay, now coming to the urine examination, that is the fourth category of kidney function tests. Okay, urine examination. So under this category, that is routine examination of urine. Okay, routine examination of urine means how much volume of urine is excreted per day, what is the pH of the urine, what is the specific gravity of the urine, okay, what is the osmolality of the urine, or any other abnormal constituents are present in the urine or not. If you examine all these things regarding the urine, then also you can assess the functioning of the kidney. Okay, so these are the different categories of tests which are used to be conducted, which needs to be conducted to assess the capacity of the kidney to carry out any of the functions it performs. Is it clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm going slowly. You can make some notes also, right? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, coming to next slide. Visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it visible? Okay,
Yes.
clear. Fine. So, now coming to the first category of test that we'll discuss under this kidney function test is the glomerular function test. As you know, glomerulus is the what? Filtration machinery of the kidney, right or not? Site of filtration. The urine formation takes place first through the glomerulus. Filtration has to take place, right? Filtration has to take place. Okay, so glomerulus is the filtration mechanism of the kidney, right? So this glomerulus, to assess the functioning of the glomerulus is normal or not. Okay, so different clearance tests are conducted. Okay, clearance test like urea clearance test, creatinine clearance test, or inulin clearance test. These are conducted to assess the capacity of kidney or to see the these are coming under this glomerular function test, right? So then question comes, what do you mean by this clearance? Okay, what do you understand by clearance, right? Clearance means the volume of plasma that will become cleared of either cleared of a particular substance, that may be urea, may be creatinine, may be inulin. Okay, so the volume of plasma, this is the definition. In this we can define what do you mean by clearance. The volume of plasma that would be completely cleared of a substance per minute. That would be completely cleared of a substance per minute. That is called, is coming under the definition of clearance. So literally you can say what clearance of a substance refers to ml of plasma which contains the amount of that substance excreted by kidney per minute. Okay, clear? I am repeating. ml of plasma which contains that amount of that substance excreted by kidney per minute. That is the clearance. Suppose ml of plasma which contains that substance means, suppose say for example we will discuss the creatinine clearance. So amount of plasma, ml of plasma which contains the amount of creatinine excreted by kidney per minute is the creatinine clearance test. Okay, so in this way there is a formula. Clearance is equal to U into V divided by P, where U refers to concentration of substance in urine. Okay, V refers to volume of urine in ml excreted per minute. Okay, volume of urine in ml excreted per minute. Then P refers to concentration of that substance, in plasma. Okay, concentration of that substance in plasma. So this is how you calculate the clearance. So by calculating in this formula, creatinine clearance is coming in the range of 145 ml per minute. Okay, which is higher than the GFR. GFR means glomerular filtration rate. Glomerular filtration rate. Similarly, urea clearance has been found to be 75 ml per minute, which is less than the glomerular filtration rate. Okay, this creatinine clearance is higher than the glomerular filtration rate. Okay, so this is how the clearance test is done. Okay, so coming to the specific for this creatinine clearance test. Creatinine clearance test. Creatinine, as you know, this is a excretory product of the creatine phosphate. Creatine phosphate, you know, one enzyme we have discussed in the enzymology chapter, clinical enzymology. Creatine phosphokinase, CPK, right or not? Creatine phosphokinase or creatine kinase general, which was having 3 isoenzymes like creatine kinase MB, creatine kinase BB, creatine kinase MM. Right or not? 3 enzymes we have discussed for this creatine kinase, CK. Okay, CKMB, CKMM, CKBB. Okay, so this creatine kinase is the enzyme which is concerned with the conversion of this creatine phosphate to creatine. Are you getting me? Okay, this creatine kinase enzyme is concerned with the conversion of what? Creatine phosphate to creatine. Okay, so this creatinine is the excretory product of creatine phosphate. Means after metabolism of the creatine phosphate, creatinine is produced as an excretory product. Creatinine. Creatine are 2 different compounds. Okay, this is creatine, this is creatinine as an excretory product of creatine phosphate. Okay, my voice is audible or any problem?
No problem, sir.
Sir, please repeat, please.
Is it okay?
Sir, please repeat.
Okay. So now we can continue. So the creatinine is filtered by this glomerulus. Okay. The excretory product of this creatine phosphate, which is the creatinine, is generally filtered by this glomerulus. Okay. And secreted by the tubules. Secreted by the tubules. So the creatinine clearance, okay, creatinine clearance is generally same or close to the filtration rate. Creatinine clearance is close to this glomerular filtration rate. Okay, so you remember here, creatinine is filtered by glomerulus, but it is secreted by the tubules. Okay, secreted by the tubules. So the expression of doing this creatinine clearance. So what in by creatinine clearance? I told the volume of plasma, as per the definition, that would be completely cleared of creatinine per minute. Okay, per minute. That is called the creatinine clearance. Okay, and this is close to the glomerular filtration rate. Another important thing is that the creatinine clearance is very one of the very reliable approach. Okay, very good approach to assess this glomerular function. Okay, to assess the glomerular function, the creatinine clearance test is very sensitive test, as well as it is a reliable and very good approach to assess its function. Sensitive, are you understanding? This creatinine clearance is very sensitive Okay, very sensitive for assessing the glomerular function. Okay, so if the how it is done generally is creatinine content of a 24-hour urine collection and plasma concentration is estimated, because in the formula is this: concentration of substance in urine into volume of urine in ml excreted per minute divided by concentration of substance in plasma. That means you have to estimate the creatine concentration in where? You have to estimate the creatine concentration in the urine. Also, you have to estimate the creatine concentration in the plasma. Then you have to find out the volume of urine excreted per minute. Then you multiply the concentration of creatinine, just like here. Multiply the concentration of creatinine in the urine with the volume of urine in ml excreted per minute divided by the concentration of creatinine in plasma. So by applying this formula, you can find out the creatinine clearance. Okay, this is the formula. Concentration of creatinine in the urine multiplied by the volume of urine divided by the concentration of substance in plasma. Okay, so in this way you can find out the creatinine clearance level. Okay, creatinine clearance. What is the value of creatinine clearance? Okay, so if that value is decreased, if that value of creatinine clearance is decreased, then you can say that the glomerular filtration rate is decreased. This can indicate, which is indicative of kidney damage. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Hello. I use your video. I don't know whether you are really attending the classes or you are just switching on the mobile and going. Really attending the classes or not? It is up to you. Otherwise, you will be suffering. Okay. I don't know. You are not responding whether you are there or not. Also, I am not able to know you whether you are there or not. You see me also. If you cannot see me, then also it's not interesting. Okay. So this creatinine clearance, okay, this creatinine clearance is very good, sensitive and reliable approach. But how to calculate this creatinine clearance, all of you could know or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Taxi, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Taxi,
Yes, sir.
switch on your video. Are you attending the classes? Let me see you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, all of you now during the class time switch on your video, right? You switch on your video and keep it on. Okay? Okay, now everybody could know how to calculate the creatinine clearance test? You could
Yes,
understand
sir.
the formula?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
You could understand or not?
Yes,
The
sir.
creatinine clearance, how to calculate? That means we have to find out the concentration of creatinine in the urine multiplied by the volume of urine excreted per minute divided by the concentration of creatinine in the plasma. Okay, then that will give you the creatinine clearance. So this creatinine clearance, I told it is decreased in this. If it is decreased, then that indicates the decreased glomerular filtration rate. Okay. Because creatinine is filtered by glomerulus. If the creatinine clearance is decreased, that indicates the glomerular filtration rate is decreased. and thus indicates the kidney damage or renal damage. Clear? And another important thing is that the early detection of any kidney functions impairment is possible by estimating the or performing this creatinine clearance test. By performing this creatinine clearance test, you can know the early detection of the impairment of the kidney functions. Early impairment of the kidney function you can know, okay, by this clearance test before actual clinical manifestations. Are you getting on? Suppose somebody is having some problems, but clinical immediately the clinical symptoms does not come. Suppose somebody having the problems of kidney, immediately the clinical symptoms may not come. Okay, so it may take some time, but the other parameters, like if you estimate the creatinine clearance, if it is decreased, then it definitely gives a clue that the kidney functions is impaired. Okay, this gives a clue that kidney function is impaired, right or not? That's why I told it helps in early detection of the impairment of the kidney functions before the actual occurrence of the clinical manifestations. Okay, is it clear of you regarding the creatinine clearance test?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'll go to next clearance test, that is the urea clearance test. Okay, urea clearance test, as you know, urea is the end product of protein metabolism, right? Urea is the end product of protein metabolism. Okay, so this urea is also filtered by glomeruli and what? It is partially reabsorbed by tubules. So urea is filtered by glomeruli but partially reabsorbed by tubules. Okay, so this urea clearance also is one of the indicator of the kidney functions. Okay, because it is also filtered by glomerulus and reabsorbed by the tubules. Okay, so the urea clearance test is also one of the important indicator of kidney functions. But generally this urea clearance is less than the glomerular filtration rate. Okay, less than the glomerular filtration rate. This urea clearance is less than the glomerular filtration rate. Okay, so and this is not as sensitive as creatinine clearance. This urea clearance is not sensitive as creatinine clearance, though it is also one of the important indicator of this kidney functions, but the urea clearance is not sensitive as creatinine clearance in assessing the kidney functions. Okay, so but this also can be considered as an important indicator of kidney functions, but the sensitivity is less. This sensitivity is less as compared to the creatinine clearance test. Okay, na? So generally the urea clearance, if it is below 75%, if the urea clearance is below 75%, then you can say that the renal damage or kidney damage is indicated. The urea clearance below 75% of the normal value. In the same way you have to calculate the urea clearance, that volume of the urea in the urine multiplied by the concentration of the urea in the urine multiplied by the volume of urine excreted per minute divided by the what? Divided by the concentration of urea in plasma. In the same way, same formula, you have to calculate the urea clearance value. And if it is falls below 75% of the normal value, then that indicates the renal damage or kidney damage. Okay. And increased blood urea, you can indicative of what? Clearance falls below 50% of the normal. Okay, if the urea level in the blood increases, if you find increased level of this blood urea, then the the clearance level falls below 50% of the normal. Okay, so in this way, the urea clearance test is also one of the important indicator of kidney functions, but the sensitivity may be less as compared to the creatinine clearance test, but it is one of the important indicator of the kidney damage or renal damage. Is it clear regarding this urea clearance? If the urea clearance is below 75% of the normal, okay, then it indicates the kidney damage or renal damage. Is it okay regarding this slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Okay. Okay, now coming to the next category of test, that is the tubular function test. So under this category, I told you the urine concentration test or urine dilution test is coming under this. Okay, or the urine acidification test. Okay, so this urine concentration test means it involves the accurate measurement of the how will measure the urine is concentrated or not. So you have to measure the specific gravity. So you have to measure the specific gravity of the urine. Then it can say regarding the urine concentrated or not or diluted. Okay. So the normal specific gravity of the urine. Okay. And the specific gravity of the urine will vary depending on the what are the different types of different solids present in the urine. Are you getting my point or not? If the more amount of solids are present in the urine, the urine will be more concentrated. As increased, as how you know that urine is concentrated, the specific gravity will be more. Okay, if the specific gravity of the urine is more, you can say that the urine is concentrated. Are you getting my point or not? How to measure the concentration of urine? By measuring the, how will assess the concentration of urine? By measuring the specific gravity. If the specific gravity of the urine is more, you can say that urine is concentrated. Okay, urine is concentrated. Okay. So specific gravity of the normal urine is generally 1.020. Okay, normal urine. Early morning urine. Generally it is 1.020. Okay. Then how the urine will be concentrated? Urine will be concentrated by deprivation of water overnight. If you drink less water, okay, have you observed or not? In the next morning, if your water you have not drank much water in the night or in the previous day, in the morning you can find your urine having yellowish color. Have you observed or not? If you have not consumed lot of water, you have not drank lot of water in the night or in the previous day, the next day the urine will be more yellowish color, right or not? It's a, have you seen or not? Okay, so it is because of the deprivation of the water, so that the urine gets concentrated. Okay. Another way, so in this way you can concentrate. Another is administration of diuretics, and then you measure the specific gravity. So either you deprive water overnight, take less water overnight, or administer the diuretics, one medicine, diuretics. Then you measure the specific gravity. So if the specific gravity is greater than 1.020, the tubular function is normal. Okay. But urine with osmolality of 800 milliosmol per kg, then the specific specific gravity indicator is 1.020. So this measurement of this urine osmolarity also help to assess the tubular function. Okay, in this way, the tubular function test, which is assessed by the urine concentration test or urine dilution test, is also coming under this kidney function test, important test. The tubules, that proximal converter tubule or distal converter tubule, whether these are functioning normal or not, you can do the urine concentration test. Okay. Now coming to the next category of test is the analysis of blood or serum. Analysis of blood or serum. Okay. This I told that this number of molecules like urea, creatinine, okay, they are having certain direct linkage with the kidney function. If you estimate the urea concentration in the blood, or you estimate the creatinine concentration in the serum or blood, then that will give you some clues regarding the overall functional capacity of the kidney. Okay, you can assess the overall kidney functions. Okay, but this estimation of the blood urea or serum creatinine is not that much sensitive as compared to the clearance test. Okay, as that not that much sensitive as clearance test, though they can be used as a parameter to assess the kidney functions, to assess the capacity of the kidney, whether it functions normal or not, like estimating this urea creatinine in the blood or serum. But these are less sensitive than the clearance test. Are you getting me or not? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
these are less sensitive than the clearance test. Okay. So, but serum creatinine is a little bit better indicator than urea. This creatinine is a better indicator than the urea to assess the kidney functions. Okay. So if the functions of nephron is lost up to 50%, if the 50% of the functions of nephron is lost, then the serum creatinine concentration get double. Okay, there is a calculation. Researchers have found out like this: if the loss of 50% of functions of nephron is there, then the serum creatinine concentration is almost doubled. So that's why the creatinine estimation in the serum is a better indicator than the urea to assess the kidney functions. Okay, so this is the analysis of the blood or serum to assess the kidney functions. Blood means mostly this urea or this creatinine. Sometimes you can do also the protein or electrolyte. Okay. Now, the last last category of test which used to assess the kidney function is the urine examination. Urine examination, I told, we can do the routine examination of urine, like what is the volume of urine excreted, okay, what is the pH of urine, what is the pH of urine, specific gravity of the urine, what is the osmolality of the urine, okay. Then whether any other abnormal constituents like blood is there in the urine, or any proteins have comes, or any bacteria cells, pus cells. So if somebody is having this urinary infections or urinary tract infections, we can say UTI. You can estimate different abnormal constituents of urine. You can do the test so that you can know that whether your infections is there or not. Okay, your urinary tract infection is there or not. You can estimate certain parameters in the urine, right? Like RBC, WBC, okay. then whether bacteria cells are there, infections, like protein is there. Okay, so all these things you can find out by examining the urine. Then volume of urine, how much volume of urine is excreted, what is the pH of urine, whether it is below the normal pH or above the normal pH, that means more acidic or alkaline urine, the specific gravity, all these examination of urine you can conduct to assess the functioning of the kidney. Okay, whether kidney is functioning or not, you can assess all this examination, right? So that's why this urine examination is also one of the important guiding factor for renal functions or kidney functions. Okay, so this is all about the kidney function test. Is it clear to all of you? What are the different category of tests we discussed? Glomerular function test, right? Then tubular function test, okay. Then analysis of blood and serum, and the last one is urine examination. Okay, so all these are coming under the kidney function test category. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You could understand
Yes, sir.
something or not? Haka,
Yes, sir.
you could understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you have any doubt also, you can ask me. Any one of you? No doubt. Any other subject doubt also you can ask me, no problem. Okay. Before your exam, any other subject doubt also you can ask me. Okay. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay then. Thank you for attending the class.
Thank you, sir.
And
Thank you, sir.
so many students are not attending the class also. I don't know what their problem. Only 57 students or 60 like that. And so many students are not there. And it is 79 students are there total strength. I don't know how they are not, why they are not attending. Anyway, okay, thank you very much. Thank you all. You can log off.
Thank you,
Eh?
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.